Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we are going to be Gyeon-izing my filthy Golf and testing out a whole range of new Geon products which are just going on release as I shoot this video. So as you can see guys, this Golf is absolutely filthy. I want to get these wheels clean and I want to get all this mould and algae out of the rubber seals. I want to even blast underneath this car and give it a proper valet so it's going to be fresh and clean for the summer. So Geon have released a new APC all-purpose cleaner concentrate, which is a very important fundamental detailing chemical tool that you use to clean and degrease most things. This product can be used 5:1 for exterior degreasing or 1:15 for interior degreasing. I would suggest you follow the concentration guidelines closely. If you over concentrate these products, they can leave little white films behind and it's harder obviously to rinse when you use it on the interior. Get in there. Get in there. The next product is a ready-to-go fabric cleaner. All you do with this stuff is spray it onto any textile surface you wish to clean until you wet that surface, and then you work the fluid with the new Geon upholstery brush that you can see in this shot. I'm just using this in gentle circles, and once you've covered a particular section that you want to clean, you then go over it with a clean microfiber cloth to remove the product and any residual dirt that's broken down. Shoryuken! Getting there guys, getting there. The seats are still damp. It's not clean to a detailing standard, but this is a good valet, and when it's all done and finished and air freshened, it's going to be lovely. Next up, we're going to hit the exterior with the new Geon foam, which is a snow foam pre-wash. The first thing I noticed with this new iteration of the Geon snow foam is it has a lot more cut or cleaning power than the previous version. Now there's all sorts of discussions around pH neutral versus alkaline and LSP friendly versus heavy cleaning, but for me, if a pre-wash does not strip or help you get rid of that road film on the car, then what is it really doing? Even if it's maintaining protection, if it's not cleaning, it's not really much benefit. So I think Geon have gone in a much better direction with this product, and I'm really pleased with the results, especially on the alloy wheels. When I blast them down, the dirt was falling off, which is good. Jeez. Next up is the Geon Wheel Cleaner Iron, which as the name suggests is a wheel cleaner and fallout remover in one. The results of this were great, and a fallout remover makes an excellent wheel cleaner. The downside guys, the products are quite smelly, and also with this product, if you leave it on the wheel too long, you get a reverse reaction back into rust, as you can see here. But if that does occur, you simply put a little bit more product in and it will reverse the reverse back to purple. So if you leave it on the wheel too long, don't worry. How good was this product guys? Well, it's probably in the top 5 of speedy reaction ones that I've tested so far, but no, it's not as quick as built handbar auto wheels. Nothing ever is. And next up, Restart Wash, which is a car contact wash shampoo and fallout remover in one. The downsides of this product, it has that stinky, sodium, eggy smell like fallout removers do. But the positive with this product is that while you're washing your car, 'cause it's a shampoo primarily, the fallout remover portion of it will act on any embedded iron particles that are stuck in the paintwork, and it will reduce down the oxide layer and help remove those embedded iron particles. While from a wash point of view this product was perfectly adequate, you can see all the nice suds and it doing a good job of cleaning my car, the fallout remover portion of this product, due to only using 15 to 20 ml in your wash bucket, there's only a tiny amount of product in there, and I find you get more bang for your buck if you use fallout removers direct onto the paintwork, where you'll see that reaction happen a lot quicker and a lot more bleeding going on. And finally guys, my eyes don't lie, my car has gone from filthy, covered in winter road film, underneath as well, to nice and spotlessly clean, and now I can do the fun bits of testing out some of the new Geon protection products. Next up, the pièce de résistance, the Geon Wax. Now this is the controversial one because Geon are a ceramic coating company and they're giving us a paste wax. Well, I think it's a good idea because it fills a gap for all the people that want to use Geon products but don't want to use ceramic coatings. Now this wax comes with a unique bespoke applicator that I've not seen before, which is basically a thick applicator cut in half, and the thickness matches the wax tube, so it's nice to load up, it's nice to spread, you don't get any of it on your hands, and it's very easy to work over the panel, as you can see. The downside is, although it's a peach to buff this wax and it never goes hard, it's beautiful to wax, the downside is you have to leave it for 30 minutes on the panel, which might cause some professional detailers some problems. The wax is very, very light to buff, and it leaves me with a smooth, glossy finish with zero streaking. It's a lovely wax to use, about as good as it gets, guys. Next up is the new Geon QuickView hydrophobic and dirt repelling glass sealant. Now anyone that knows me knows that I'm not a fan of glass sealants, especially on front windscreens, due to problems with either wiper judder or ghostly kind of smeary residue all over the windscreen when it gets wet or misty and damp. Now also you've got to prepare these products properly. Now my glass was reasonably clean, but you can see here I'm giving it one hell of a going over with my panel wipe formula. Okay, so it does state on the instructions to use the Geon glass cleaner product, but I don't have it, so a normal glass cleaner will have to do. The key thing is to really make sure you get the glass squeaky clean, and I'm showing you exactly what I've done, so when you see the results you can kind of comment and say, John, you've done it wrong, it's your fault. Shut up, John, just show them the prep. Okay, you get the idea. We're thoroughly wiping this down. So let's move on to the next step, which is claying it. So after cleaning the glass with my homemade panel wipe, which gives me squeaky clean glass, I then take some fresh fine clay bar and some water as lube. I don't want to use a detail spray or any product that's going to leave some sorts of residues on my squeaky clean glass. So I go over the glass with the clay bar and nothing comes off because the glass is pretty clean anyway. I would suggest if you're going to clay the glass, you probably want to do it before you clean anyway, but I'm following the instructions to the letter and just showing you what I'm doing. And finally, after claying the glass, we then take the Geon Prep panel wipe, which is a lovely citrusy, lemony loaded panel wipe, which is nice to use and makes a decent glass cleaner in its own right, and we do a final degreaser wipe down, again with clean cloths. It's important to not use those greasy, dirty cloths from the first wipe down. So after this wipe down, if our glass isn't clean now, it's never going to be clean. And one more thing, to be sure, we're going to clean the wiper blades. We're going to give them a damn good cleaning so there's no grease on there. So if there's any smearing coming off those blades, it can't be the actual dirty blades themselves. And this look is to summarise that is a lot of work. Then when you're ready to go, you take the lid off this thing and you just work a film of the product in small little circles. It's worth saying it does take a few taps and a few squeezes to load up that little felt applicator first. And you can actually, you don't have any product in the applicator for a little while. That can catch you out. So just make sure you give it a good squeeze and it'll eventually get going. And once it gets going, it's quite easy to lay out. And the applicator is quite clever and quite nice. Once you've laid out a film over the glass, you leave it there for 5 minutes. And then you take a damp, clean microfiber cloth and wipe it. Now this was the first bit where I had some issues. The damp cloth just seemed to be making quite a smeary mess. Now I think you're doing this to thin down the product a little bit with the water, which is fine, but ultimately the instructions don't say to then buff this off with something dry, and I still had tons of residue all over my glass. So that was the one thing that I was worried about. So what I did was I took a second cloth and just gently, a dry cloth, and just gently went over the glass to take away some of that residue, and that left me with a clean finish. So after doing this little gentle wipe of the glass, I then left the glass well alone for an hour, and I'm going to use that time to check out these new Geon Tyre applicators. So I put the Geon Tyre dressing over this applicator and used it to spread it around the tyre. And the shape of the applicator works really well and gets just around the outside edge of that, which I really liked. And we also had time to bust out the Forensics Dirt Simulator. So we put a film of the dirt simulator over a white test panel, and we ran the Geon APC and Geon foam at 5% PIR, which is my testing benchmark. The APC has an instant melting effect on the dirt, so this is real time. You can see it breaking down that film rapidly. The foam doesn't have an instant effect on that greasy film, but what we did is left this for 5 minutes to observe what this product could do at 5% PIR. Very few pre-washes can affect my dirt simulator, so it just gives me an idea of cleaning power through degreasing primarily. And this is after 5 minutes of dwell time, guys. You can see the Geon foam is actually started to impact the grease. Now, when I'm rinsing it, it's not moving the dirt simulator, so it's not the most powerful pre-wash I've ever seen, but very few can affect the dirt simulator like that. To give you a contrast, here is their APC, where it's actually breaking down and shifting that dirt simulator. So you could even put a tiny drop of that APC in their snow foam maybe to give it a little bit of a kick. But the fact that the Geon foam has had an impact in that dirt simulator suggests to me that it's got a reasonable amount of poke, so that's okay. It also left me a few minutes just to have a play around with the Geon ceramic detailer, which was nice and glossy and slick. How good is it, John? How does it compare to other products? Well, stay tuned because we'll be doing a 5-way product shootout with these other beauties soon. And now 1 hour later, guys, I take the car out and have a look at the wiper blades. And unfortunately for me, the thing I noticed with all these glass sealants is a hazing over the area where it's applied. And I can see an inconsistent patchy finish, which is very hard to pick up on camera, but I can actually see the little swirl marks from where I've applied it. The good thing is the wiper blades aren't juddering, which is a real bonus, and I know that this smearing will deteriorate over time. Perhaps it's excess product, but I'm not 100% happy with the results, and that's often the case with glass sealants. And also, while the car's outside, I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the hydrophobicity of this product, which is off the charts. The fluorine element in this product gives insane contact angles and water repellency. I'll make a bold statement, this is one of the most repellent waxes I've ever used. It's really, really impressive if you like beading and that sort of stuff. Final conclusions, guys. I was chatting to my patrons about Geon products. One of my patrons, Jeremy, said something that made me chuckle. Whenever Geon bring out new products, even if you've got those products from other brands and stuff like that, you've got millions of it, you tend to go and buy it when Geon release it because you just want to try it. The products are so well presented. They give me a lot of value even though they're not the cheapest on the market. They're desirable and I want to try them. And these new products that Geon have brought out, most of them are either good or very good, and the pièce de resistance for me is the wax, which I love and I would encourage you to go and try. Like anything from all brands, I can't use it all, I can't buy it all, and I can find faults with some of it. But most of the faults I've raised with these products are mainly around just the bulk prices being expensive. But beyond that, I think Geon are taking a step in the right direction by giving you some slightly more powerful chemicals here, in particular with their APC and their pre-wash foam. And I think those are two essential products. The fallout remover products are nice enough, and they're up to you if you want to try them. They're not so revolutionary. The wax is an absolute belter of a product. Well done on that. And the fabric cleaner is very good. The glass cleaner I didn't get on with. The ceramic detailer spray, from what I can see, is going to be lovely, and we'll learn more about that when we compare it. So I hope this is a fair review, guys. Let me know your comments on this. A huge thank you, because Geon UK have sent me these products as well. Like I talked about, it is my aim to try and be honest about these products and tell you what I like and dislike. It's all very subjective. It's all based on minimal testing, you know, some slight tests with the dirt simulator stuff, but mostly just using them on my car as well. But thank you very much to Geon UK, and other than that, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon on the Forensics Detailing channel. Bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?